Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well and you've had a wonderful week. It's Buckless time, yay! I know you all love stories, and so today we're going to do a very popular story. It's about a man named Jonah.
Jonah and the fish.
Yes, it's Jonah and the fish. Now, one day, God asked a man named Jonah. Let's pretend this is going to be our Jonah for today. I know that some of you who watch PJ Masks know this character as Gecko, and he's got a tail, but Jonah has no tail. So let's pretend that this person's going to be Jonah for today. So God asked a man named Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh and tell the people living there to stop being bad. The only problem with this was that Jonah didn't want to help the people there. He knew they were bad and he wanted them to be punished for their mistakes. So instead of listening to God, Jonah thought he would run away from Nineveh and not do what God asked him to do. He ran to the sea where he found a ship that was going to another city. He said to the captain that he wanted to go to the other side. And so he paid the captain and he boarded the ship. And what did he do? He went to the lower part of the boat and went to sleep. There, we can hear his snoring. Shortly after the boat left the shore, a very bad storm came up and started tossing the boat around. All the men were very afraid. So they started to throw bags and packages and stuffs from the boat into the sea. The captain went to find Jonah, who was still around sleeping in the boat. Jonah was sleeping in the boat. How can you sleep? Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he can help us. The captain didn't realize that Jonah didn't just believe in any God, but the one true God, and that he could help them. Meanwhile, the other sailors decided that the storm was Jonah's fault. He must have done something wrong to make his God very angry. So they asked Jonah, "What have you done? What God do you believe in? What can we do to make the storm stop?" Jonah told them, "I believe in the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land, and I'm running away from him. It is my fault this is happening. If you throw me into the sea, the storm will stop." The men didn't want to hurt Jonah by throwing him off the boat, so they tried to row the best they could. But the storm just got worse. So they picked up Jonah and threw him into the sea. Oops. The storm immediately calmed and the sea became still. The men on the boat realized that Jonah believed in the one true God and prayed to him. Then the captain and the crew looked out to the sea as a huge fish came and swallowed Jonah. Oopsie! Jonah's gone. He's inside a big fish. And do you know what that fish could be? Could it be a shark? Could it be a shark?
Or a whale.
Or a whale. But I think sharks have sharp teeth and they don't just swallow people. They tear their prey. So I think it should be a whale. Maybe
just pretend this is a whale.
Giant whale.
Just pretend this is a whale.
Yeah, I think we can just pretend that this is a whale, even though it's a shark.
Yes.
So Jonah's inside the whale. And do you know what he's doing inside the whale?
Praying.
Yes, he's praying to God because he knew he made a mistake. He did something bad. He ran away from God. So now, God sent a fish to save Jonah from drowning. And now Jonah's inside the fish. praying. And can you just imagine the things that he could have seen inside the fish? So while Jonah was trapped inside the fish, he did a lot of praying to God. He asked God to forgive him for running away. And what is forgive? To be sorry. He said, sorry, God, for running away from you. He also thanked God for not allowing him to drown. And just imagine, there are no windows in the fish, a lot of strange things floating around, and you can't see because it's so dark. And after the third day, God told the fish to spit Jonah out into dry land. And the fish did just that. Oops, the fish vomited Jonah, and there Jonah is. Jonah was happy to be out of the dark belly of the fish. Now imagine, he must be slimy and smelly. Then the Lord told Jonah a second time to go to Nineveh and tell the people there to stop being bad. This time, Jonah obeyed God and left for Nineveh right away. Yay! When Jonah got there, he told the people what had happened to him. He warned them. He told them that God said that they should stop doing bad things, or in 40 days, the city and everything in it will be destroyed. To Jonah's surprise, the people listened. They actually listened to Jonah, and they prayed to God, and they said sorry for all the bad things that they did.
Just like he did in the fish.
Yes, yeah. And just like Jonah went away from God, ran away from God, and then he prayed.
Inside the fish and said sorry. The people in Nineveh said sorry at the same as well.
And do you think God forgave them? Do you think God was still angry at them?
He forgave them, I think.
Let's see. It does say, soon the king of Nineveh heard what was going on, and he ordered that everyone to listen to God and to stop doing bad things. And when God saw that they were trying to do good instead of bad, he felt love for them. So he anyway loved them, but he didn't want to destroy them now because they all became good. They knew what they've done was bad, and they all said sorry, and they started believing in God. And that should be the end of the story, right?
But no.
Except that Jonah was very angry. Why was he angry when the people that he spoke to listened to him and they all turned to God?
I know why.
Why?
Because Jonah was angry that God did not punish them.
Yes, Jonah was still thinking that, because they were bad once upon a time, that God has to destroy them. But that was not God's plan. God loved them and he didn't want to destroy them. But then God saw Jonah and knew how he was feeling. So he explained to Jonah that he loves everyone and he does not like to destroy people. He would rather see us turn from our bad ways and do good again. So what do we learn from the story? We learn that God is with us
everywhere.
Yes, wherever we go, he's going to be with us. You can't escape from him. He's going to, when you go to the park, when you go to your friend's place, when you go into your room, wherever you go, he's going to be there.
Because he is our shepherd and we are his sheep.
Yes. Yeah. So he loves us so much. He loves us so much that he's going to be with us. And the only thing that he wants from us is to love him and to obey him and to do what he wants us to do. That's do the right thing all the time.
He does not want to do what normally we did before everyone was being bad. When Adam and Eve started to eat that fruit that God said to
yes,
eat.
yeah.
That's when sin started.
Yes, it did. So he wants everyone to turn from our bad ways and be good. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now we're going to sing a very simple song.
Yeah.
And it's really simple. It says, you are with me everywhere I go. When I go down, you're there. When I go up, you are there. When I go right, you are there. When I go left, you are there. Okay? It's a very simple song. Just listen and sing along. I hope you enjoy.
You don't need to sing along if you don't want to sing along.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You can just watch if you want, or listen.
Yes.
It's fine. You don't need to be shy if you don't want to sing.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. And thank you very much for listening too. You are there when I go right. You are there when I go left. You are there because you are with me everywhere I go. You are with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Oh, 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 everywhere I go. Oh. Now remember, God is everywhere.
And He will walk beside you, and He will never leave you alone.
Yes, that's true. He will never leave us alone because He loves us so much that He's going to be with us wherever we go. And He wants us to love Him and love everyone around us. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.